Omar Ali. I came from quite an unconventional background, which I think is fairly conventional for DESCO hiring, actually. So I was previously a practicing medical doctor. I worked in Oxford during the pandemic. Outside of medicine, I worked quite a lot in molecular biology research. I was passionate about drug discovery. I was working on a drug discovery startup for pancreatic cancer. So it was a very different non-financial background to enter into finance. I actually came across David Shaw's Computational Biology Institute, and I was just fascinated by the level of research being done there. So I got super interested, and I thought, this is probably not an ordinary finance firm, and I wanted to apply. I think a key obstacle to contributing freely in an environment is worrying that you're not ready. And I certainly had this at the beginning where I thought, I'm not a finance expert. How can I contribute a trade idea from the get-go? What's the point in me raising my voice about some assumption I want to question? I guess one thing that I learned about myself, or maybe this is a larger thing I learned about myself as I went through the firm, is there are many different ways to leverage your past experiences at DE Shaw. And DE Shaw is constantly trying to think about how can we bring out the strengths in an individual. The thing that I was passionate about most in medicine was this scientific method of how do you take complex, chaotic systems and distill them down into their elemental pathways. And I viewed a ton of analogies with how financial markets work and how pricing works. There are stochastic processes, and you interrogate them, you formulate hypotheses, you test it, and you get this closed feedback loop where you then update your priors. And that's exactly what I was doing in research. That's exactly what I was doing at the bedside. It's pretty much what I'm doing now. At DE Shaw, we're always working on things which are novel or at the frontier, and so no one will always know everything. That's when you realize that you're working with various other students, and so it's always good for you to question and suggest new ideas, because there's a really good chance that you're going to kick something off that ignites a new idea.